O-O-T-C. Hey, that's cool.
You got a podcast?
Well, I didn't know that.
That's cool.
Now you do.
Welcome. We are back. Oh, that's cool. OTC's very own podcast on all the amazing people we work with right here at Ozarks Technical Community College. I am Jared Durden, and with me as always...
my name is Andrew Crocker. I'm squinting in the daylight sun. I'm kind of used to being in a little cave with you.
We have a very, very special episode. We are live at the Springfield campus OTC Spring Picnic. There is a ton going on, including a blustery, windy day, but a beautiful, bright day.
It couldn't be perfect. It's been super rainy in the days leading up, and I think we have a forecast that's like 80% chance of rain this weekend. So we got a little bit of a weather oasis for today. The picnic gods shining down on us today.
So you will hear you'll hear a lot of commotion in the background. Hopefully you can hear us okay. We're going to be talking to just anybody that we can wrangle over, and we're also going to be talking to a special guest that we'll introduce here soon.
Jared, can you feel we have dealt already at this picnic with lots and lots of wind issues. I know if you're listening right now, you can pick up on a little bit of the gusts. Very windy. We've seen entire tents. There's a tent right there.
There's a tent going. They're holding it down.
The tent shooting off into the sky. Our very own Kaylin Martin.
Look at that teamwork.
Grabbed it and anchored it down. Well done.
The excitement is in the air. I'm so glad it didn't get rained out. I remember it's been a while since we've done a spring picnic.
Yes, it has.
And one of the spring picnics we did got rained out. That happened a couple times. And I infamously had my unicorn hovercraft and had the brilliant idea that I was going to propel it using leaf blowers, and I did that inside in the cafeteria and kind of blew down a cork board.
Hey, go up to that micro. Hey, put this on your ears.
Say hello, introduce yourself, and tell us about your relationship to the college. We have a special guest.
Now, before we do anything else, we almost lost ourselves. One of our booths almost blew up into the sky. But you saved it. Ma'am, will you introduce yourself, the hero?
Yes, of course, the hero. My name is Kaylin Martin, and I am the administrative assistant to the Vice Chancellor for Administrative Services.
And that means you make the college work.
Yeah, essentially all the background stuff.
And a professional tent saver.
Add that to my resume, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, Kaylin, I know you and I are both on MCCA. You are famously small. How did you manage to anchor an entire tent that almost blew into the sky?
Well, so I was in the Marine Corps, so I'm going to have to chalk a lot of it up to the muscles, but I am 4 feet 11 inches tall, so I'm just going to have to say it was just the Marine Corps, just the strength, and yeah.
Oh, Jared, we should let the people know. We should let the people know that she is going to be joining us next week You're joining us next week for Tough Mudder.
This is next weekend.
Yes. The Tough Mudder next weekend. 5K with like 10-ish obstacles kind of littered throughout.
That's right. How are you feeling? How are you preparing right now for the Tough Mudder?
Well, I prepared very well like 3 weeks ago. I was working out every day, 6 a.m. It was great. And then this past week, I haven't worked out at all, so I'm just sort of
Well, you got to rest.
Yes, I'm resting. It's been like 14 days of rest. But I think you don't want to put out too much effort just 2 weeks before because,
Kaylin, I just need yes/no answers.
Okay.
Have you taken any ice baths?
No.
Have you been shocking yourself?
No.
Have you been caking yourself in mud?
Also no.
Have you been scaling any walls?
Also no.
Okay. All right. This is going to be great. We're going to have a great time.
I'm very well prepared. Let me ask you, have you been prepared, like doing any mud baths?
I have to. That keeps my teeth white.
Got it. Have you been scaling any walls?
No, we have stairs here on campus.
Okay.
So I haven't been scaling any walls.
Okay, Jared, these go for you too.
Mud, yes. I've shocked myself a couple times. Ice bath, no. There's an ice bath?
Yeah, apparently. I think that's like maybe the last one you have to jump into.
Every Tough Mudder is different, so it might not have the ice bath. But I had to swim through. What they filled was a gigantic construction canister, basically. They fill a construction canister full of ice water, and they make you jump in one end and swim to the other end, and they put a wall in the middle of it, so you have to submerge to get under the wall. It's really devious when I went.
sounds absolutely terrible, and I am terribly frightened.
I actually got I rented a sod cutter because I'm putting in bigger garden space in the backyard, and so I got this sod cutter and I cut all the sod, and in the process covered myself in mud. But then I didn't pull up all the sod, and it rained for a week, so it all grew back, and now I have to cut it all again tomorrow.
Kaylin, what are you here for? Why are you what are you doing here at the picnic?
Well, what sort of answer do you want? Do you want the actual, like, legitimate,
We want the
like,
truth.
administrative services answer?
We
I am here
cut-
making sure that everyone is in compliance with their common area agreement that they submitted. Making sure
That is not fun. That is not fun at all.
I mean, I'm here to, like, check out all the booths and all the tables and all the fun things. I think we've got some darts going on, so I was, like, checking, insurance requirements and things of that nature for darts.
I see cornhole.
Cornhole is totally approved.
I see
approve
Jonathan
cornhole.
Herbert.
There's balloon popping. There you could throw some darts.
That's the darts. That's the whoo.
Yeah.
That's a little like insurance, like whoo. That's like where my job comes in, and I'm like, ooh.
How much are you watching us? Because we are recording right next to one of
Open
OTC's brand
flames.
new fire pit.
Yeah. So I don't guess I knew that the fire pits were going on, but it's totally fine. Those are totally approved. You can even feel the heat like coming off of them. Who are you looking at? Or who are you
I'm
trying
looking
to
see Gabriel
I'm
from
looking at the
CAI.
shining,
Oh yes, I was just in a meeting with him actually.
the shining beauty of
Right?
Gabriel Sands.
Were you just in a meeting with me?
Let's get him on.
Gabriel
the
Sands.
Let's get him on.
Okay.
Kaylin, thank
all
you
right,
so much.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to turn it over
Hey,
to.
keep it safe, please. Keep it safe.
Of course, that's my job here.
But
I will
hey, have
totally
fun.
Keep campus safe. Of course, I will let everybody else have as much fun as I can possibly.
Safety first,
allow.
then teamwork.
Exactly, safety first, then teamwork.
Gabriel,
all right,
pop
Gabriel,
that on, buddy.
It's your turn, man.
The man, the myth, the legend, Gabriel
Of Teacher Talk Friday fame,
Sands. Oh,
Center
teacher talk. Yeah.
Center for Academic Innovation. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing great.
Up right into the microphone.
That microphone right
there
there.
we go.
I mean, I love talking to you,
Howdy.
but we are documenting this
Who was
for
that?
posterity.
I need to know who that was. I should know. Huh?
That was Kaylin Martin, and she is here on behalf of administrative services to make sure that nobody is throwing a dart into somebody else's neck, that no podcast hosts are plummeting into a fire pit. What are you doing? Why are you here? How are you existing today?
Well, I'm going to be volunteering today at 11:30, so I came by to pick up a extra hot dog plus 2.
Which has blown away now.
Yeah.
Very windy. We can get
about
another
that.
one. They're free, okay, Gabriel?
Yeah, I learned that one. That's a pretty good tip. One of the things they're doing is trying to get a lay of the land because I know it's pretty windy. I was hoping to see if I could help some folks out and probably pass out some informational cards. It's the end of the semester. Not many people want to hear from us, but we're getting ready for the fall because we're going to have so many new programs going out, and I'm trying to just get ahead of that information. Plus, this is a great time to recruit people for the faculty spotlight and the resource spotlight that we do.
Fantastic.
And you are the point person. Are you the point person for the instructional media studio, the video studio that any instructor that Jared and I have used many times, that any instructor could use?
Yeah, the instructor that the studio that any instructor and any staff at OTC can use. In fact, we've had a couple students use it by request for assignments and stuff. I love this studio. I appreciate you plugging it anytime you can.
Yeah. Absolutely. How's it working for you so far? Have you been really pleased with the results, with what instructors have churned out?
Oh, yeah.
I think me and Kara Griffin are giving a demonstration for you later, maybe next week.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, well, we're hoping to interview as many people as we can just to show off the cool stuff instructors do at OTC. And we just happen to do all the interviews in the studio.
Very smart.
Yeah.
How much? The question everybody wants to know, Gabriel. How much dancing can we anticipate out of you? How much dancing can we get from you?
Well, it depends. How many margaritas can I get here?
It's a dry campus, Gabriel. It's a
Okay.
dry campus.
Okay.
If we had Kaylin Martin here right now, she'd be clamping down on you for
Trust me
that
from
kind.
experience, Andrew gets really aggressive about the dancing questions. However, I have not seen Andrew dance, and there is music playing, so...
There is.
You know
Right now,
what?
I'm confined to a
I'll
chair,
match
but
you.
I don't know.
I'll match you. Any dancing you
Match
do.
dance for
we can get
dance.
started.
Anything I can do, you can do better.
No. But matching donations works pretty well, so I figure matching dances
donations.
works just as well.
Follow-up question: do your hips lie? How honest are your hips?
I wouldn't say they write very many checks.
Okay, well, Gabriel, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Good to
much
see
for
you.
stopping by.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, so this is just place it down there, buddy. thank you so much. The Gabriel Sands on his way out. Felt bad for him. Lost his hot dog midway through.
We have another very special guest and a mini in a podcast first, as we are truly innovators in Midwestern community college podcasts. Would you mind introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about your relationship to the college?
My name is Stevie K. Berry. I am Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society's regional and chapter officer, as well as an honors college student. On top of that, I'm also Politically Active's president.
Yay, for the year. Yep.
For the next month, I will be doing a social media takeover. So if you look at OTC's like official social media, that's going to be mostly girl.
Yeah.
Talking to you a little bit about everything and just getting everybody hyped for grad.
So I know you're taking over for Instagram. Are you taking over what is your reach, your social media takeover reach?
So Insta, TikTok, and then a little bit on Facebook. OTC always kind of keeps their more newsy type stuff on Facebook. So if you look at the Facebook stories, I might be on there, but overall Insta and
It is an impressive resume. So how many spring picnics have you been to this week?
So far I've been to 2. I went to Richwood Valley yesterday, and then obviously here today.
Oh, you were on social media.
That's where, yes, I saw her on Instagram.
Posing with the baby lamb, right?
Yes.
The little baby lamb.
With Ozzy and I.
Did you actually get to hold the lamb?
Yes, and I've got this really cute picture of me and this bunny. Like, side note, if you miss Ridgewood Valley,
yeah,
you gotta make it next year.
Yeah,
it's worth it just for the bunnies.
Yeah.
Stevie, you are in fact graduating and leaving the OTC student family. But you're joining us. Is it a work study program? What do you call the ambassadorship? Are you?
It's a part-time position.
Part-time position.
I will be here, still at OTC, giving tours. And, maybe I'll even still be dipping into social media. It just kind of depends on how this goes. But yeah.
You're going to keep coming to Politically Active, aren't you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I will spam your life, Crocker.
You were
never getting rid of me.
You were you have been on the cabinet now for a couple of years now. You emailed me and you were like, can we talk about the club? And then we brought you in, and now look at you. Now you're running you're basically Tim Tebow. You were the walk-on prospect, and now you're the quarterback of the football team for now.
Yeah, I kind of have this philosophy that if you do something, you better do it big.
Yeah.
Because bare minimum, if you fail, everybody's going to remember your name, and name clout's all that really matters when it comes down to getting a job or being noticed. Your reputation is everything, and as long as you do everything with the best intent, you're going to end up being better off than you were otherwise.
I don't think you've sat and chatted with me in my office for many hours over the past semester or two. I don't think we've ever talked about what's next for Stevie Berry. What is next for Stevie Berry?
Well,
I know you're an ambassador for a while.
Yes. So I transfer to Missouri State University next fall for my bachelor's in speech theater education with an emphasis in communications. I'm also kind of throwing around the idea of a minor in political science.
Yeah, baby.
Inevitably, I want to get a master's in educational policy and become either like a legislative writer or a lobbyist. My big plan is inevitably I want to work to reform the education system, specifically like free early childhood programs across the state, just making education more accessible. And as somebody who's graduating debt-free from OTC and has already racked up $4,000 plus in scholarships at MSU, I want to be an activist for debt-free education and and community college education in particular, because OTC's done so much for me. When I started OTC, I never would have thought that I was going to go to a community college, and here I am wearing a headband with eagles on it. So
yeah, that's right. Well, thank you so much, and all your great work for that you'll be doing.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
That's really exciting time too, right? Like you're moving on to MSU, and you started in the fall.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
In December of this year, after my first semester at MSU, I will have 70% of my degree done. So only about 3 more semesters maximum.
Okay. Yeah, actually, we had a politically active meeting a couple days back, and after the meeting, you gave me and a couple other cabinet members a practice tour, because you're going to be giving prospective students, you'll be giving them tours around campus, right?
Yes.
So is there a part of the tour you've been struggling with? Is there a part of the tour that you're like, I got to get this nailed down?
The tech ed side buildings are very confusing.
Yeah.
Specifically, Lincoln Hall is a little bit of a maze for me. So I'm still trying to learn.
Gen Ed people too. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad that that's covered. I'm hoping after enough practice tours through there, I'll get that nailed down. But yeah, that's about it. My favorite thing is just in between spots. I hate awkward silence. Just talking about all of the opportunities on campus, just to fill the air and share the engagement space that isn't always hit.
Stevie, you walk the walk, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And best of luck, as we'll see you in Yellow.
And have fun at the picnic.
Absolutely. Make sure you check me out on OTC's social media.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun over the next month. So, yeah.
Check out Stevie, everybody. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon, Stevie. Thank you.
Grab those headphones. We've got another special guest.
Ooh, I actually don't know this one. Hi there.
Would you mind introducing yourself in that microphone right there?
Go ahead.
Oh, you sound great. How's it going? My name's Andrew. Your name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie, how do you exist here at OTC?
How do I exist?
What is your job description? What is your
relationship to the college?
Your claim to fame.
Custodian.
How long have you been doing that?
Almost 4 years.
Do you have a jurisdiction? Are you a custodian for the entire campus, or do they shove you somewhere?
Norman K. Myers.
Okay, I gotcha. Absolutely.
We start our morning almost every morning together.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we here at ICE, we got a little bit of a relationship with Sean, who usually helps of custodial fame. In ICE, he's kind of our right-hand man. His name's Sean, but we got a Ryan there, too.
Oh, Sean Ryan, probably.
Everybody.
It's this end.
Yeah. Got a gentleman with short, dark hair.
Yeah. Sean Ryan.
I've always called him
He was
Sean.
over at NKM for a while.
Yeah.
He used to listen to, I heard him listen to Cherry Poppin' Daddies one morning, and we started talking about music.
You got to have like earbuds in when you're doing your work, don't you? I mean, what's going on through your head when you're doing your job?
Oh yeah, we listen to music.
Non-stop.
Music.
If you come early enough, Robert plays some of the best music on campus.
Where is Robert? Well, he was here. He's somewhere.
Bonnie, you in it for the free food today? What are you doing here at the picnic?
I'm about to go to work.
Okay. All right. Well, good.
All right.
For the record, working with us here on this podcast excuses you from whatever your responsibilities are, so long as you're talking into the mic. So keep hanging out with us.
All right.
Well, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Thank you. All right.
Bonnie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Jump on in.
Come on in. Grab it.
We have another special guest. Grab those headphones.
Is it just a hello?
Sure. We won't keep you too long.
We'll say hey.
Welcome to the podcast. If you just want to quick tell us your name and your relationship to the college.
Hey, I'm Joan Barrett, and I serve as the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs.
Welcome, Joan.
Thank you.
In the future, we would like to have you on a much larger episode, but we're just here at the spring picnic saying hi to everybody.
Absolutely.
And we haven't asked this question yet. So, Gumby versus Mr. Ed, battle to the death. Who wins?
Oh, Gumby all day.
And why?
I think he's literally more nimble and flexible, literally and figuratively, and could get away from all of the potential stomping. Yeah.
And I was staying up late last night anticipating this question being asked. I did not anticipate we'd be asking it to Dr. Barrett. But I did anticipate we'd be asking this question. I was kind of looking up because we have had many conversations in the past about what exactly are Gumby's specific powers. What are his abilities?
Yeah.
And one of his abilities is he can just do whatever the story needs him to do, is what it was described on his wiki page. And so if you need him to kill a horse, or we'll say incapacitate.
Yes,
it doesn't need to murder
or
the
get
horse.
away from the horse. Yeah.
That's not the point of this. You're not getting away from anybody.
Okay, got it.
It's
But
a cage
murder is
match.
also
It's
not
a battle
the
to
point.
the death.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
He didn't specify that. Does the story ever need Gumby to kill a horse, though? Now, I don't think so. But if it asked him to incapacitate, he could do that.
Yeah, if I'm allowed to think about that for more than 2 seconds,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
he would kill the horse. But initially, incapacitate and maybe take over.
Can we interview Ozzy? Is Ozzy allowed to speak? Are there rules?
You know, I think that I could certainly ask the handlers. He doesn't like that word. particularly, but
or is that
his
how we do
manager-
it? Does he
his
have a translator?
He may have a translator.
How's your sign language, Jared?
Not very
much
good,
of his
but we have
work
some
is-
professionals around here.
He's so expressive, but he's not used
Yeah.
verbal language so far. So maybe this is A, some earth-shattering stuff, or B, it'll never happen.
Well, I'm sure as a giant eagle, he's got an opinion about a horse fighting a clay man.
Well, he could even give you a thumbs up, a thumbs down, and maybe we could try.
Let's
What's
ask
up,
him right
Ozzy?
now.
Come on
Ozzy the
over.
Eagle, we've got a question
Come on
for
over.
you.
We have Dr. Barrett here to help us interpret. But come on over.
May I help translate?
So, Ozzy, battle to the death, Gumby versus Mr. Ed.
Who do you see?
Gumby, give us a
Currently.
thumbs up on the right.
Who wins?
Currently scratching his
wing.
beak.
Mr. Ed, give us a thumbs up on the left wing. Who
He's
wins
cur-
in a battle to the death?
He's currently scratching his beak. Oh,
Oh, that's a left.
that was okay.
That's a Mr. Ed.
He's a Mr. Ed.
Well,
all the way.
an eagle and a horse, they seem like they would team up.
Jared, who would you take in a battle? Would you take Ozzy the Eagle or Dr. Barrett?
Tread lightly,
Yeah.
children.
I don't know if I can answer that question.
Dr. Barrett, I have a bone to pick with you. We went to Chicago together on a work trip several years ago for accreditation. And while we were there, I had planned out so much of my Chicago vacation, and I was hanging out in Gus's Chicken, eating Gus's Chicken.
Yes.
And I was like, I am nailing Chicago.
I have got it made. But
And then I'm looking at my social media, and I see a picture of you and Dr. McGrady outside Hamilton. And I was like, what am I even doing here?
See, this is why we need a video podcast, because you were missing Ozzy interacting with this conversation. Thank you so much, Ozzy. We appreciate your
Thanks,
time.
Listen.
I had a bone to pick with you, though.
Good
That was
news. Publicly, I apologize. It was kind of a game day decision. I grabbed some tickets.
You actually didn't do anything wrong except made me feel bad by virtue of doing something really awesome.
The good news is it's on the road. Hamilton is back. Multiple cities. I say we all get a conference together. And
I am
and make it
100% beside for that decision.
hey, it's good to see you guys.
Good
Thank
to
you
see
so
you.
much for stopping
You're
by. We
welcome.
appreciate it.
Have
We will
fun
have you
today.
back on.
You bet.
And now,
Victoria, they might want to say hi.
and now,
Hi, how are you?
The one and only,
the engineer of the whole day.
the director of student engagement,
Is that the title?
That is the title.
Vicki McDonald. Welcome to the podcast.
Yay.
House, hi.
So tell us, Vicki, a little bit about yourself and your relationship to the college.
Sure. I love being here every day, so I like to have fun when I'm on campus, so I want all the students to have fun as well. So I like to bring them on board, and today is a great day to come out and meet friends and meet our vendors and meet what OTC is about.
That was one of your ambassadors that you've sent off into. What are they doing today?
My ambassadors are making sure everyone is just having a good time. They are waiting for people to get engaged with each other. So they want to get you dancing. They want to get you having a hot dog. They want to get you talking to people. That's what they're here for. They're team picnic all the way.
Team picnic.
How many people do you think it would take to get Andrew dancing?
Does not take much. I've danced with zeros.
I want to see you out there. I want to see the Macarena. I'm going to request it for you, Andrew.
You know, I was at the Springfield Cardinals game yesterday because SPS had tickets just like OTC did not that long ago. And they did the Macarena. They played the Macarena, and I realized I've actually forgotten a couple of the middle moves. I forget what you do from crossing like a mummy to hands on the hips. Forget how you get there.
Shake it down and shimmy it around.
There we
That is
go.
the part I remember.
I will see you out there.
Yeah.
So, team picnic shirts are the best, in my opinion, Ozarks Technical Community College shirts. They're a baseball tee.
Baseball
they're
tees.
a cool logo. How do we get a team picnic shirt?
Man, I think it's going to just take a little bit of, talking to the right person and give me your favorite number and we'll see what we can make happen.
This
it
is why
does
it
come
pays.
with a coveted title, but you also have to work for it too. So if you don't mind getting a little grease elbow, getting it out, getting those tables out and talking to people,
Yeah.
we'll
This is why it pays
We'll
to
bring
have
you in.
the number one podcast focused on Southwestern community colleges.
I love
That's
it.
right. Vicki, have you been involved with the surrounding campus picnics, or is this your baby right here?
This is my baby, but the other ones have been wanting to have a little bit of help. So I went to Richard Valley yesterday. Actually brought our DJ Nick. He just knows how to engage our students, and so they had people dancing, and so it was really cool. They were had a lot of petting zoo animals and dancing, and people were going up in the basket for the the lineman program. So it was just an overall good thing. And I'm going to Table Rock next week on Wednesday and help them out as well.
That actually
they're going to have different types of hot dogs. So.
reminds me that you and I got thrown into this event that we'll be doing in early May.
Yes.
So what are we doing? What is it?
The Spring Fling.
Spring
we are
Fling.
having a dance on our campus.
Wow, the first ever?
First ever, to my knowledge.
I can't remember any that we've had.
I've been here 15 years, and I don't remember one either. So.
I've tried to start dance parties in my hall in Norman K. Meyer, but they did not
love it.
go anywhere.
Yes.
So this was great. We had gotten together with Politically Active before we brought Vicky in, and we were like, we want to do a send-off event, but we don't want to do an actual meeting where we talk about some issue. We're out the door. We're a leg out the door. It's May. We only need to talk about Ukraine.
Right.
So what do you guys want to do? And we were like throwing all these different ideas, and students were like, well, kind of would like to dance. And I'm like, really, you don't want to do anything public events related? We could visit City Hall and hang out there. They're like, no, dance. We just want to dance. And so they were like, could we host a dance? Could we do that? I looked at Kara, like I always do. And Kara's like, I'll talk to Vicky. We'll see what we can do. And here we are.
Here we are. It's planned and set and ready to go. And we actually just put the flyers out on campus yesterday. So anybody is welcome, whether you're from this campus or any other campus. But yeah, we were here to have a good time. We are working with great partners, and we are hoping to get people out to come back on campus at night. It is May 6th from 7 to 9.
May
and
6th.
Yeah, we'll have food and drinks and just a good time.
Dress code?
Dress code is whatever you're comfortable wearing.
Whatever you're comfortable wearing. That's right.
I have some that are planning on dressing up because they didn't get a prom. I have some that just want to come and just have a good time. So there's no stigma. There's no worries about.
Are we getting? Is DJ Nick going to be
Nick
blessing
will
us?
be here as well. He is blessing us, and so he is excited to be a part of the fun as well.
My favorite about that is that we're doing it in the atrium, which I thought was a great location for it, because Kara and I were like, really Lincoln 211, the big lecture hall. It's really the only place we could do it, right? And the students were like, it feels sterile.
It does.
We really wanted to do it in the kind of a place that feels central to the campus.
Yes.
And the atrium, I thought, was a great location.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping May, too, it's still going to be kind of light outside, so
Yeah.
if people want to go outside, they won't feel so far away, and yeah, I just hope it will be.
We got the very big Eagle decal there. It's going to feel very OTC,
Yes,
I think. Yeah.
Exactly. So I expect to see you do the Macarena. You
Okay.
you can practice today, but you better have it sharp by then.
I'm going to have to fire up a couple of YouTubes and remember how that dance goes. I remember you flip the hands. I remember eventually you turn into a mummy,
Yes.
and then the hands go on the hips. But I forget how to get from up here to down there. I forget how to work.
Just
We're getting
like
a demonstration
that. We're
from
gonna
Vicky
do a
right now.
demonstration.
Oh, I forget. It goes up to the ears.
It goes up to the ears.
I forget, yeah. All right.
Really, that makes
Muscle
sense, though,
memory.
if you think about it.
It, does.
It definitely
Sure
does.
In my head, I was like, we're working our way from the top to bottom. But no, you actually... All right, this is good. This is
As
good.
long as you remember the YMCA, though, too, because
That's right.
that just is, your arms going in the motions of the letters. So,
Yeah. So we
make sure you
we
seize
end
them the
every.
right way.
We'll do an episode proper with you one of these days, I'm sure. But we end every proper episode with I didn't know that, and I learned today. I did learn relearned the Macarena.
I love it. I'm always
Because
here for those.
we were decorated Macarena dancers back when it first came out.
Yes, we
were the
were.
OG Macarena.
We were the OG
Generation.
Yes, absolutely.
And-
Got to keep it alive.
Dr. Vivian was telling me that she was using the Macarena in a video to explain to students or to show students the difference between, what is it, soup, prone and soup. I can't even remember the words now. I'm not a biology instructor. But anyways, was actually using it in a demonstration. I'll tell us next time on I messed that up.
You know what I do? I use Hungry Hippos to teach students about the Electoral College. Because in the Electoral College, you got to win a predetermined number of marbles on the table. And I'm like, it's just like Hungry Hippos. And so,
Fantastic.
yeah.
I learned something new today, too.
There you go. There you go.
So as director of student engagement, you're engaging our students. You've given us a couple examples. You're working with the picnic or setting up and running the picnic. The dance that's coming up. Is there anything else we can look forward to? Anything else that you've been working on?
Absolutely. Student life groups. We are getting them back, and they are going to be more interests evolving. I have several that are in the pipeline that are going to become official come fall. So anytime to learn outside of the classroom classroom is making your entire college education worth it. So
Your position is so badly needed.
Thank you.
Because, first of all, we're a commuter campus.
Yes.
So it's kind of hard to get these clubs going. And there was kind of nowhere to go. And so at least with your position, we have a place we can go.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's 2 llamas in capes.
I love it.
Hey.
I love it. You don't see this
And
is
Ozzy is
engagements,
chasing them.
and Ozzy is chasing them. You don't see this very often.
Real llamas, by the way,
More the
not
reason
people.
to come check out our picnic.
Vicki, thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you guys for having me, and I look forward
We
to
really appreciate you
everything
two stopping
do.
to talk. You've got so much going on here. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
guys
by.
for all that you do for our students. It really means a lot to us, so we appreciate it.
We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you guys.
Have a
See you
great
later,
day.
Vicki.
You too.
Hey, I'm seeing all my students
Join us,
right
Robert.
now. Hi, we're just hanging out. This is one of my students, Haley. Say hey, Haley.
Hello. This is for like a podcast
Yes,
thing going on?
you're
This
just
is Oh,
a
That's
student.
Cool.
Well, I'll harass you for a minute because you and I forged this semester. We forged a deep connection
We really did.
over Attack on Titan, our favorite anime. You and I both.
Yep.
It's maybe the best anime I've ever seen.
I have seen a lot of good animes, but it is arguably the best anime I've seen.
It's so good. Humanity is being encircled by a bunch of gigantic humanoid beasts, and then we learn that everything is not as it seems.
And it's funny because I feel like at the beginning, it used to really just be about finding a basement.
Yeah.
And now it is waiting for a part 3.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't spoil because I'm going to encourage. This is a podcast for our fellow coworkers. We've got to encourage all our coworkers. This is not age limited. I don't freaking care. It's a cartoon. It is so good.
It is one of the best. Yeah, it's definitely the best anime I've ever seen. You know what's funny is that there's this other anime that my friend watches that has like 1,000 episodes and it's ongoing. And I used to always make fun of him for being like, oh, that's so many episodes. But now here we are getting it stretched out to a part 3.
I know.
And so I absolutely can't make fun of it anymore.
Haley, it's good to see you, man.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for stopping by.
I'll be seeing you next week and all that stuff as we head
Yes.
down the final stretch.
Have a good day.
You too. Take care. A little student visitor this time around. That was great. Oh, you want to talk about a student visitor? Pop that on.
Popping it on, yeah.
And adjust that however you see fit.
Okay.
Oh, the one, the only.
The one and the only.
Noah, and you're going to have to help me with your last name. I always say it wrong.
It's
Dewey?
Dewey, like the decimal system.
Gotcha. That's
Welcome,
right.
Noah Dewey.
Yeah.
Noah, another former student of mine. But Noah, what are you up to? You just got honored recently with what?
Are you talking about MSU?
Yes.
Yes, I just got accepted into MSU's BFA of Acting program.
Congratulations.
I had to audition a very, very professional audition. I want to say I was one of roughly 1,500, close to 2,000 applicants across the country, and I was one of about 20 to 25 to get in.
Oh,
so,
man.
Fantastic.
You're part of our honors college. You work with Mr. Yerby.
Yes,
you-
PTK.
Do you
all that
actually
stuff.
work with Mr. Herbert at all?
Have you
Because-
been in any productions here at OTC?
I went to go be in a production over Christmas. We were going to do an audio play. It was going to be my first time voice acting. We went to go do a Christmas Carol. It didn't end up working out. You may see it in a couple of years. May come back. I am done in May, but I may come back to see that and do all that. But I actually haven't been in anything. But the coolest thing that I got to do was be in, of course, Reveille, which the honors program was involved in, and got to be in. I got to be in and on a professional film set in Ozark.
I heard
and
about
so,
this. Yeah.
I'm the only actor that was in it, and so that was super cool.
And this was a World War II film?
It was a World War II film. It focuses on what's so great about it is you watch stuff like Saving Private Ryan and stuff like that, and it's mostly just based in and around the Americans. And what's so great about this film is you see I actually played a German, and you see German sides, and there's authentic German speaking. There's people that were flown in from Germany to make sure things were
Holy
said
smokes.
right, and yeah, everything was super
For
cool.
this guy right
Speak of
here.
the devil right here, Jonathan Herbert.
devil.
What is up? We're just talking about acting and different things.
Speak of the devil, come on in.
Do you guys have a scene you could do for us right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let you talk. I'll get out of here.
Go ahead. Steal ahead.
No,
Hey,
I've
hey,
talked. I mean, it's only been a couple minutes.
Pop that
but-
on. Pop that
Yeah,
on,
you-
John.
Sorry, to you, Crocker.
Good. Talk to you later, Noah.
What's happening?
How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
We're having a ball.
I'll bet you are. This is so cool. I'm glad you guys are out here.
This is the easiest speaker recruitment we've ever had to do. Because Jared just has to gesture aggressively enough to make you come over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody loves a microphone.
Yeah, sure.
You know, there's all there.
You would be surprised. That is actually not the case.
Okay, well.
I still have Chelsea Forsey. I'm still coming for you, Chelsea. we've been hunting.
Maybe if we can get her, wrangle her up here.
Her husband is walking around all the time. There's no reason why he can't work with us.
and he's right over there, so she must be close.
Oh, he just went that way.
Oh, I feel her presence, though. John, we bragged on you recently. We got a chance to see your play that you put on at the Balcony Theater.
Oh, yeah.
And
Baltimore
once
by
again,
Kristen Greenwich.
Now that we have you here, we just want to, at least on behalf of us, I want to thank you again for putting that on. That was so well performed.
Can I turn this way?
Whatever
I feel like I'm looking at you out of the side of my eye.
What's up, Steve?
Yeah, thank you.
Yelling at people as they walk by. Go ahead, John. Sorry.
No, just thank you for saying that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I had a great time. An amazing cast, and it was just I was very proud of the show. Yeah.
How proud are you of Mr. Dewey, who?
Oh man, that kid is a superstar, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a terrific student. He's very talented, obviously, and I'm so thrilled that he got into the highly competitive BFA acting program at Missouri State, and I just can't wait to see what he does. You know, I think he's going to be great.
What's coming down the pipeline? Do we have more?
Yeah, any shows coming up? Anything we should look?
I am. I'm working on next year's schedule. I'm kind of. I've been in a space of show selection right now. I've been thinking a lot about how. I know we're not really. It feels like we're coming out of the pandemic. We're not really coming out of the pandemic, but it feels that way. And at least theaters are opening up. And so I'm kind of thinking, what is we haven't done in any event. We haven't done a show in a couple of years, and when we do a show again, I just felt like it needs to be something either really funny and escapist, or just highly entertaining and amusing and escapist theater, or it needs to be something very uplifting. And so I don't know. We did a couple years ago. We did Almost Maine by John Cariani, and he has another play called Lovesick, which operates the same kind of way. And I've been looking at that play a little bit. It's a series of vignettes. Duo vignettes of people all at the same time on a particular night looking for love. Very, very funny, and also sometimes very, very deep and inspiring. So kind of looking at it's kind of at the top of my list right now, but still making some decisions there.
That does sound refreshing. We need a good love story.
A good love story, yeah.
Especially, I mean, the one we saw was very. The phrase you used, please, we were trying to struggle to remember. When you had an episode with us, you said you gravitated towards naturalistic theater. Is that what you had said? Naturalistic? Am I using that right? That genre name right?
Yeah, I mean, I do like naturalism. We were just talking in script analysis about naturalism, just kind of the difference between realism and naturalism. You know, realism being a more kind of, I don't know, rational and romanticized or idealized form of what is real, whereas naturalism kind of strips away the idealism and shows you a bit of a more raw humanity. And so I wouldn't necessarily say that Baltimore was naturalism, but yeah, there's some elements there of the rawness of those relationships and things like that. Yeah.
Raw is a good word for it.
Yeah.
They brought it.
Yeah.
Spittle was flying. I mean, they really applied themselves.
Yeah.
It was so great to watch.
Yeah, it was a terrific cast. I'm glad you guys were there. It was good to see you.
It was a good time.
I wish everybody could have seen it.
Well, again, like you said, we haven't put a performance on for OTC for a good long time, so we got to.
What do you want to see? I'm still taking orders.
So now I get to reveal something that's true about myself. I am an absolute sucker for musicals.
Yeah,
I like a good musical.
I like a good musical. Yeah. So I don't know if there's any of the. Oh, you actually, I never got a chance to get back to you on this. You sent me an email where you were like, "Look at this great political-oriented script."
Oh, yeah,
and it was basically, the word you use is vignettes about every one of the presidents we've had. And
yeah.
Some of them were comical, some of them were super weird and informative. And
yeah, did you look at that?
I did. I looked through a lot of it. I thought it was great. I didn't have a chance to bring it up yet. My semester just got swamped.
I did the same. I just kind of glanced at it. But what I saw, I just was like, oh gosh, this would be really fun to do one September.
Yeah.
You know, for Constitution Week.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Sort of a team up of the theater program and politically active, and just kind of do this and have some conversations around it.
Yeah,
might be kind of fun.
We could make that work. Yeah, absolutely.
I want to team up with the physical science department in theater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do Copenhagen. Can we do Copenhagen? Is that
Copenhagen?
possible? Yeah.
Yeah. Springfield Contemporary Theater did that recently.
Did they?
So cool. Well, not super recently. I mean, it's been maybe 3 or 4 years.
What are the rules on that? Is there like a?
There's no rules.
No hard and fast, but is there kind of a?
Typically, okay. So you don't want to kind of do a show that somebody else is doing in the same season. That's typically kind of a breaking of etiquette, and it's happened. And sometimes people get miffed about that. And then it's just sometimes it's just not a good idea to do something. I'd say within a season or two of the time that somebody else did it. Partly because people are like, oh yeah, I saw that, don't need to see it again, and maybe also because people might be like, are you trying to one up us on your production, or I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of speculating, to be honest.
Well, I'm sure to some extent it's not only being polite, but it's also your audience doesn't want to see the same thing.
Right. But I think it's been long enough, and I could see Copenhagen.
I would be interested. I would even try out.
All right. There's some other. We'll have to talk. There's some other shows that maybe that we could look at as well.
Oh, there's a lot going on.
You got some people on deck.
We do. Thank you so much for stopping by again. It was great to have you.
Hey, no problem.
Hey, Steve Kohler. What's up, Steve?
Steve Kaler's here.
Steve, would you like to say hi?
Hey, you want to say hi to the people?
What people?
Hand him those headphones there.
Millions and millions of people.
Steve Kaler, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Is this like a podcast?
That's exactly what this is.
Kids call a podcast?
This is That's Cool, OTC's very own podcast.
Oh my gosh, well that's great.
On all the great people we work with.
Steve, the kids call it a pod. We call it a podcast.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
But where's the pod?
Now you're a little bit more of an old media guy. This is the next.
Is this
generation.
like VHS or
it's laser
kind
disc.
of
Laser disc.
Right now, you're talking to our tens of listeners.
Our 8 tracks, maybe.
That's right. Yeah.
Is
you
this
get
on will this be available on an 8-track?
We got a needle dropping right now, buddy.
All right, man. Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you. Take
Have
care.
a good time.
Thanks for stopping by.
Miss Wise.
Who's next?
We have another very special guest.
What am I doing?
You're on
Would
a
you
podcast.
would you
I know that.
step up to that microphone? Introduce yourself.
Right?
I'm Jared.
We're running the Tough Mudder together.
We are running the Tough Mudder together.
I'm excited.
This is Miss Danielle Wise.
Hi, guys.
By the way, your new situation with us is public information.
It is.
Okay, so we are interviewing you as you. This is basically your exit interview.
Yes. Okay. Oh no. All right, I'm ready.
Because you're moving on to work for a friend of mine, Brandy Van Antwerp. What is your future? By the way, your current position? What are you going off to do?
Yes, I've been the development director for the OTC Foundation since last January, and it has been a wonderful opportunity. I've gotten to help to raise awareness and funds for the Plaster Manufacturing Center, and did a lot of tours with Robert Randolph, and I will definitely miss that, but I'm moving on to Foster Adopt Connect, and I'm going to be their development director as they double their capacity in the Springfield area.
Now, fellow Mutter, and I have emotionally prepared myself for doing this with you.
That's right.
Yes.
1 week away.
With both of you, really, because you guys are kind of the hyper-competitive jerks, really. to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
we're ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. We got to win at least at the heat, right?
I actually asked this of Kaylin Martin, who's joining us.
Yes.
Danielle.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been preparing yourself with any ice baths?
Ice baths, no, but I will get on that.
Have you been shocking yourself, sticking your fingers in any outlets or anything like that?
Not yet, but I have a week between my new job, so I have some time to do all these things and get prepared.
Scaling walls. Scale any walls?
Oh
recently?
yeah, I do those daily.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
They don't even have like the cool grippers. You just have to have your teammates help you over. Yeah.
Yes. But it'll be so much fun. I'm excited.
What else? They might have you. Well, you'll definitely probably do some army crawling. So, however muddy please wear clothes that you will never use again, because
Okay.
it will be unusable by the end of it.
Yes, and you've done one before, right?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
I have everything I burned. I put it in a burn pit and I burned it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We got to bring changes of clothes. And
Yeah, and
all
you,
that.
I don't know what. Don't bring your fancy run shoes. You're going
Okay.
to want to bring your mowing shoes.
Are we going to do a podcast there? Like just right after we're all done?
We could. I mean, there's nothing stopping it. I don't know where
We
the
could pull off
location
at a
would be.
Denny's and
Sure, we could do it at Denny's. Yeah.
That would be cool.
It might be interesting to do it like right when we're all still
right in the heat of the moment.
burn.
Yeah, that's right.
For sure. Well, Blaine is ready. I know that. He is pumped.
Oh, Blaine Radford. He kind of helped us resuscitate this and put it together for
Absolutely.
us.
So,
Do we have team T-shirts?
No, what was the plan? I think somebody was just saying we need to wear OTC shirts, but we got to have like a team like the Regal Eagles or something. We need to have a team something.
The Eagles
Yeah.
of Destruction.
I like
Yeah.
that. Eagles. What's the
Eagles of Death Metal?
Yeah,
That's
yes,
a great
that's right.
band. It's a great band.
yes, I'm so excited. This will be a great opportunity for us to bond, but I'll still be connected to you guys because I've done my first Tough Mudder with
Well,
you
hey,
guys.
and you're still an important part of the community, and OTC is
Yeah.
all about transforming lives and strengthening our community. So it's not like we won't continue to
Yeah.
work together as colleagues.
No,
Absolutely,
and
yes.
I want to stress, I'm friends with Brandy Van Antwerp, who you'll be working with. Don't you hurt her.
Oh no,
Don't you hurt
absolutely
her.
not. And she won't me either, so we'll be great. She's
I'm not worried about you.
amazing. Yeah, that's so funny.
I'm not worried about her either, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm glad you two are working together. Two of my
Yes.
favorite people. Thank
yes,
you.
well, awesome. Thank you. And my husband is here, so I will get to live through him, and he'll continue the mission. But
Great.
thank you guys.
Thank you,
for
Danielle.
coming on.
Take care, ma'am.
Set it right here.
Yes, that's fine.
perfect.
Sure. That's actually great.
You guys have a good day. Thank you.
You too.
Two. Take care.
Should we just always do our podcast like this?
I kind of
And
like this, yeah.
This is fun.
Suck people. Do it in the hallway and then grab people as they walk by. It's not enough time for them to think it over and say no thank
We're
you.
definitely gonna have to continue to do this at events.
Yeah. What's going on? Oh, grab.
Recognize you with your
Grab
without
one.
your mask on.
Oh, absolutely. What's going on? Say
Not much.
hey.
Tell us
Hey.
your name, sir.
I am Kendrick Edwards. Nice to see you.
You two obviously know each
Former
other.
student of
Yeah.
mine, but what is your position with SAAB?
I am the vice president.
We saw some pictures of you recently in SAAB. We got a bunch of listeners they work at OTC, and they might not know what this organization is, although we've had Grace and Forsey before. What is it? What do you do? What does the organization do?
So I've gotten kind of I'm still kind of new to it because we're kind of new here at OTC. It stands for Student African American Brotherhood. They've kind of rebranded it as more of a brother to brother type thing to be like inclusive and include everybody in it. So it's really open to anybody. It was founded initially, I think it was back in the 90s by Dr. Bledsoe because of the low GPA levels at I think it was a university down in Georgia of African American males. And so basically it was initially designed to keep minority males in college because they had a high dropout rate and everything like that. So like I said, they kind of expanded it to be more inclusive to everybody now. And so it's a student-led group. It's, of course, we have our sponsors like Grayson and Daniel and everything, but it's a student-led group, and we kind of focus on making connections in the business world, helping with school, and really just focusing on trying to mold young men to be, a contributing member of society and stay in college.
It worked out so well for you in timing because they moved their national headquarters to the square here in Springfield.
Yeah.
So have you got to network with some of the folks from across the country on behalf of Brother to Brother?
Oh, for sure, yeah. It was actually just 2 weeks ago we had our national conference up in St. Louis, and there was guys from all over the country, and it was really unique seeing how SAAB is different where they're at and how we all come together, and we all, I don't know how to explain it, but
it's fine.
It was really a really unique experience, and I really think it's something that a lot of these guys here at OTC could benefit from and being a part of. It's
Kendrick,
really cool.
have you gotten your free food yet?
I have not yet.
Have you done your dancing yet?
No, I have not.
So you got a lot to accomplish still, buddy.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man. But yeah, so.
Good to see you. And last time we were hanging out during the semester, we were sentenced to mask wearing.
Yeah.
So it's good to kind of connect a little bit better.
Yeah, without the masks on. I'm like, I see all the stuff going on, and I'm like, man, I wish I was in Crocker's class right now.
Hey, you don't have time for politically active, but work it into your schedule, okay?
Yes, sir.
It's good
All
to
right,
see
it was
you,
good
buddy.
talking to you
Thanks for
guys.
stopping by.
Miss Margot.
We have another special
Pop
guest.
this on. And my
Throw
very
on
own
those
Sammy,
headphones.
And I got Sammy Smith here as well. Hi, Sammy.
We'd
How's it
like
going,
to
man?
welcome.
It's going really good. Yeah.
We'd like to welcome Sarah Bargo to the podcast.
Hi.
To say hello and tell us your relationship to the college.
Hi, my name is Sarah Bargo. I'm the Director of Communications and Marketing, and I'm here at the Spring Picnic, and it's amazing. This might be the best one yet.
What is your favorite thing so far?
Well, I'm just now getting ready to go see the llamas because I hear that that's quite a high.
They
I'm
have
sure I'm
capes.
not. Oh, they have capes.
Yes.
I'm sure I'm probably not the first person to say I want to see the llamas.
I want to see the llamas, yeah.
But I'm also a big fan of Ozzy, specifically because he kind of lives in my department, so I'm partial. But he is here, and so I always like to see Ozzy, especially on a day like this where he actually gets to do some dancing and get out of his element a little bit. So, yeah, Ozzy is top pick.
We interviewed Ozzy briefly, and
did
we
you?
asked him who would win in a battle to the death, Gumby versus Mr. Ed. Who do you think he picked?
My guess is neither, because Ozzy doesn't speak very well.
Well, we had him do thumbs on the
thumbs up.
wings.
Okay, I'm going to go Mr. Ed.
He went horse. Yeah,
Oh,
that makes
really?
sense though,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
I could see eagles
that.
and horses kind of having a
Well,
bond.
and just yesterday he was at the RBC picnic where there were horses, so he may have horses on the brain.
That's right.
I don't get it. Gumby is a well-known friend of horses. His BFF was a horse.
Yeah?
I don't get it. Doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. See, I'm very, very young. You know, Gumby was before my time.
That's one horse though, and maybe he's like the dissenter, and that there's really he rebelled against an alliance that's been between horses and eagles for generations.
Yeah, we're building a greater Gumby universe. That's
right. Oh, okay.
Sarah,
Yes.
Here's an answer that I wouldn't have given a few years ago.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about the picnic is that we're having it.
Yeah, right.
Last fall we had a picnic, and I was like, all right, this feels like OTC again.
Yes. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Definitely that we're having it. We've had a couple years off. This is our first one in the spring, which I actually like better than the fall. I don't know. It's a little bit different vibe because everybody's just like excited about warm weather and the end of the school year's coming. So I feel like it's a little bit different vibe than at the beginning of the year. So the spring one's my favorite. But yeah, I feel like we're well represented by every department at the college is here, and I feel like it's a great opportunity for students to get exposed to other groups and departments that they may not even know exist here. So I kind of see it as also like a big, almost like a student org fair or department fair. It's a great place for students to come and learn about all kinds of things at the college. So big deal.
And I'm sorry I stepped away. I'm sure you and Jared have already covered this. What is your role here? Are you just are you just taking it in, or do you have a...
I do have a role. I'm technically working the OTC Communications and Marketing tent, and down there we're giving away lots of free stuff, including free t-shirts. So if anybody at the picnic is listening and wants to tag us on social media, you can get yourself a free shirt. But the really big thing that I'm excited about is that the first week of May is Pet Week. And so we are giving out at our table lots of pet bandanas in various sizes. And so we're asking folks that on that first week of May, take some cute photos of your furry friends, post on social and tag us, and we're giving away all kinds of free prizes. So I know sometimes people are not inclined to show themselves on social media, but everybody wants to show off their pet, right?
Everybody, yeah.
True.
Right. So yeah. So get down
Kids
there
and
and
pets.
yeah, kids and pets. And if you don't have a pet, stick a bandana on your kid. It's okay. That'll work too.
That's right. By the way, that's easy enough for you to say. Mother of the most photogenic daughter on all of Instagram.
Yeah,
Your daughter.
she's pretty cute.
Yeah.
She's pretty cute. But I'm partial. So to hear it from you makes me feel like, she must actually be cute. You know?
I love it. It warms the cockles of my heart every time I see you.
Yeah. Now my son might have something to say about that because she gets all the, oh, you're so cute.
Yes.
My
Yeah.
son's like, what about me?
Yeah, I know that feeling, but I have 2 girls.
Yeah.
So they both get to soak up the "you're so cute" stuff.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, no, my son's not getting too many of those. Oh, you're so cutes anymore
Yeah.
at 13.
That's right.
So.
Well,
yeah,
usually
that's-
by that age they refuse them anyways. It's been my
he's
experience.
definitely reached the age where he doesn't like a lot of attention from me, especially. But
It's not easy for him. He's huge. He's much bigger than
he
you.
is. He's a beast. He's 6 foot tall,
Yeah.
13. But he's a big monster. But yeah, it's okay. We're in a weird 13-year-old awkward age. But yeah, that was to be expected, right? Well, thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for
it's great to
joining
see you.
us.
This is my first time on
I know.
Oh, That's Cool.
We
so.
will rope you in before
Hey,
long form.
I'm available, so you let me know if I could do anything else for you.
Enjoy the picnic.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Good luck today.
You bet.
Robin, tap Robin there.
Oh, I gave Robin a shot. She claims.
Come on
too
over.
shy.
Bring your whole team. Bring your whole team.
Hey, pop this on your head. This is my favorite thing about us doing this, is that we just through sheer peer pressure shouting across the way.
I told them I was very shy.
They don't have time.
Well, no one can see you.
There's Mr. Aberly. What's going on?
I said, hey!
What's going on, Dean Aberly? Say hey, sir, for a minute.
You work together. You guys can team this up.
We'll have Aberly and Robin Gordon in a tag team here. How's it going?
Very good. How are you?
Very good.
It's going well. I just kissed a llama.
Oh, you kissed?
Like I took pictures and
Willingly?
then it just put its face right up in my face. So I didn't. It kissed me, but I mean, technically.
This is the
Don't get in front of the microphone. I say awkward things.
That's what I'm hearing.
Mr. Dean Aberly, this is the Springfield campus, the bustle of it compared to the much tighter, smaller community of RVC. How you adjusting? How you liking it?
Oh, it's great up here. It's a lot of fun. Love my Richwood Valley campus family though too. So we're all a big family at OTC.
Yeah, same thing with you, Robin. How is it the adjustment of being in the bustle of Springfield right now?
I absolutely love it.
Me too, man. I like it. I like it busy. I like people. I like the crowds. I like it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I do tend to be a little shy,
Yes.
and it's overwhelming for me, but I do my best.
So, do you guys have any official jobs you're doing at the picnic? Or are you guys just enjoying taking part?
Well, I de facto ended up serving drinks. So I was just over there talking to some friends. Next thing I know, I'm pulling sodas and waters out of the cooler.
You got to be careful where you're standing in the picnic.
You'll get roped into volunteering if you stand too long.
That's right.
I have been busy making friends and building community.
Oh, making friends of different species, apparently.
Apparently.
We did not know there were going to be llamas today, and we were,
I didn't know this either, and I was very excited about it.
I'm all for
Have you
more.
taken your pictures yet?
No, but I'm all for having more llamas in our community.
I agree.
Right?
I wholeheartedly agree. And then I think next year we should bring dogs too. Bring our dogs.
I've seen a few.
Please, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Agree.
We actually had Sarah Bargo a moment ago. She was telling us that first week of May is Pet Week, and I got super excited. I was like, everybody's bringing their pets. Here we go. But no, she meant sharing on social media and such. And
Oh no!
Oh, we lost some of our.
Oh, here comes something else.
Our listeners can hear the wind blaring in right now. Really windy. You guys haven't been hit with a tent yet, have you? We've had tents collapse on people here. So. Thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Drew, thank you, sir. Nice to see you. Well, I think. Oh,
Is it time? We got time for one more.
Let's
Do you
say
wanna-
hey to an alumni.
An alumni.
Oh, yeah.
Of the podcast.
Alumni, what's going on, Mr. Wells?
Oh, nothing. Just out here enjoying this picnic today.
I have re-listened to our Dungeons and Dragon episode 6 or 7 times. That was such a great time.
That was a wonderful time, and I really do appreciate y'all having me on that day.
Have you gotten a chance to play any?
We did some online style, which was different. So web-based D&D. The in-person is definitely way more fun. You get to kind of riff off of people and see what's going on, you know. But overall, I definitely it's better than none. I'll put it that way. So
inadvertently, I've started somewhat of a battle between us. It seems now. So it started with I found online this. Basically, it sticks and you hide it somewhere. I hid it in Mr. Wells' office, and randomly it would just start meowing. And so then next,
it was amazing.
As a thanks to having him on the podcast, he got me a card. And as soon as you open this card, it starts playing that song, Never Gonna Give You Up. But there's no way to turn it off. So it keeps playing and playing it. So, of course, you rip open the card to stop it. Well, when you do that, it's full of glitter. And so I have something planned, but I believe Revenge of the Dish, best served cold. So I'm really waiting until he doesn't expect it. In the meantime, though, would you like to tell our listeners what I showed up to this morning?
So I rolled in this morning, I don't know, about 6:30, 7 o'clock, and Jared has a cup full of markers that hangs by his door, and it notoriously falls down, and so I like to usually pick it up and hang it back up, but this morning I was like, no, we're going to have some fun with it. And so I went and I was like, I'm gonna do like a chalk outline around like it was a crime scene, right? But then Rebecca Geringer and them said, oh no, we gotta go further. So we like put some crime scene tape up and kind of walled off
It is a full scene. It will be there for a while, so come visit us in NKM.
Yeah, just having some fun for sure.
So it's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
I look forward to it, I assure you.
Anything else you wanted to tell our listeners while you're here about? Actually, what's your favorite thing so far you've seen at the picnic?
Oh, I've been enjoying seeing all the people out here. It was a good opportunity. I got to serve some hot dogs and stuff earlier. A lot of very happy people popping through and getting some food and enjoying everything. So it's been actually quite nice to see this kind of turnout. It's felt a little more sparse over the last few years. So
it really is a great turnout.
Seeing a lot of people is pretty nice. So.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Hey, enjoy some of this weather, okay?
Will do.
Good to
Absolutely.
see you, Dick.
Good seeing y'all. Bye.
Well, I got to say, Jared, we got to do more of this.
Every event. Let's try to have the podcast live.
Yeah, and I'm not opposed to doing one of these in a Denny's one of these days. You never know.
It sounds
You
exciting,
never know.
right?
At the end of the day, though, I just want to thank everybody for being willing to have a microphone shoved in their face and say hi for a bit. And really, the fact that we're doing these picnics again makes me feel like I'm a part of a community again. I'm a part of a campus again. How about you, Jared?
We had so many people on, I can't even remember all of them. So I'm going to have to go back and listen to the podcast.
Well, hey, thank you again, everybody. And can we just do one of these picnics every Friday?
I wish.
Every Friday.
Normally we end this.
How do you want to bring that? What did we learn? We learned about.
We learned about community.
Yes.
We learned about llamas.
We learned about the brotherhood.
We learned about the brotherhood.
Brother.
I didn't know that.
Sir, I didn't know that either.
Now you do.
Now we do. Take care.
How are you?